What's up, blockchain? How y'all doing today? I'm coming at you with a little bit of this and that, going over the passive income opportunities that are keeping my cash flow in order. Because the first thing you need to do, any business, is get cash flow in order. You can't make things happen if you don't got dry powder in your keg, right? You need some dry powder to work with. If all your powder's got rain on it, that's like gunpowder, it won't work when you go to fire new shots. You need something a little left over, or you need some steady cash flow coming in. That could come from a paycheck, that could come from anywhere. For me, it comes from the most solid passive income opportunities out there. I like to get in the most solid ones, load them up early, get that cash flow going. Stay out of the garbage, stay out of these super high, yield, high percentage, BNB, Binance smart chain contracts and all that good stuff. I mean, we just seen another one everyone was pushing that just crashed, a stake up or whatever. It's like, and it's not that the platform crashed or rug pulled, it's that it ends up doing what I call a stay scam. Whether it's their fault or not, all the liquidity gets drained out of the contract or whatever the case may be. They are still there, they're still functioning, the site's still there, but there's no money, there's no payouts, there's none of that. And most of those contracts that don't have anything backing them up, right? They don't have trading, they don't have trading bots, they don't have anything real going on except for the other people putting into the contract. They're glorified, transparent Ponzi schemes on the blockchain, right? I try to stay out of all that type of stuff and get into projects where they have actual use cases, actual ways of making money, actual large chunks of cash and large chunks of liquidity and volume in order to make the payments, right? Because if it's some service and they're like, hey, when you guys give us the money, we're gonna build this thing over here. No. I like to get into projects where they have money. It's been funded. They have deep pockets, and if they have any problems, right? Because you never know how the wind's gonna blow, especially in crypto, right? So if, certainly in a bull run, a lot of these things could pay out for a long, long time, right? They could just hold on to some cryptos, do some liquidity farming, and easily pay us out. But you need people who can make money when the market trends down, and people who have real things, real businesses supporting the structure, right? Like HyperFund. We got billionaires that have huge VC chains that own cryptos, own exchanges. They have billions and billions of dollars into the business and a huge liquid portfolio. Qubitlife here, they've got trading signals, they've got bots, they've got all sorts of different platforms and things going on, classes, Tony Robbins looking stuff, all the different things that are happening. They have ways of making money, right? They have bots. ImpulsX has trading bots you can set up on your account. They also have the entire ecosystem with EurekaX, all the, they have their own coin that's in IEO right now. There's just huge amounts of innovation and things going on. If you look at the EurekaX blockchain, it's backed by all the companies that they've come up with. WeView, which is like their YouTube equivalent. They have a chat box, which is their equivalent of Twitter. They have a credit cleaner, which is a credit cleaning service that, they have a lot of incubating, a lot of projects they're building for the future. They got their heads down, they're working. When you see their tweets and their different stuff, it's about the innovations they're coming up with. It's not about pumping their coin, right? It's about the new things they got going on. And those are the projects I like, the most solid projects. Ones that aren't going to rug pull every time you turn around the corner. You need something that's going to be there to put that cash flow in your pocket, because as with all businesses, number one is cash flow. If you have everything in assets or everything in equipment, you got no dry powder, right? You can't shoot new shots, and you always need to keep something in new shots. So anyway, starting right here at Qubitlife. Qubitlife has a promotion going on where you can get these signals that I pay for, $30 a month, for free. So you can get these signals for free for 1 month as long as you set up the Telegram bot. It's super simple, only takes a minute, and then you can get your signals on that Telegram bot, and all your withdrawals, all your stuff for your different accounts. If you're not in Qubitlife yet, Qubitlife has been cranking it out. Their signals are on point. I have 10x many trades. I have doubled my money in multiple trades. I like to take these trades, a lot of them, and set them up on my Bitsgap grid bot and let it do the work for me. And I don't have to worry too much about the stop losses and the take profits and all that good stuff. I just set up a classic bot that runs, that makes money on the uptrend, and I get into their signals, and they've all been pretty good. And once the price hits anywhere close, they don't even have to hit their take profit level, close the bot out. As soon as you're in 20% profit or you've doubled your money, get out. It's a lot easier with the bot than it is straight with the signal. But taking these signals and using multiple take profit levels, set 2/3 of it at this, this cheese right here. Take 2/3 of it at the $1 mark, and then the rest of it at the $1.50 mark, and boom, make sure you're on free money after this first one, and then take all your profit at 1.5. There's many different ways to work it. You can set up the, especially with Bitsgap, with the Bitsgap bot, or with other bots, you could set up trailing stop losses and that type of stuff to really take advantage of this. But yes, you do get free 1 month of free signals. Let's head back over to my account. All of my payments have simply been on point. There was an Ethereum payment that was delayed for a couple days. I imagine that something with the blockchain, and then boom, it got me there. QDT is their own coin. They do have an ongoing pre-sale, private sale. You don't have to KYC to get involved in the sale, but you will have to KYC in order to get your coins out. That is going to be, a lot of people aren't going to want to do that. So there's that. Let's head over to my main part of my account. It's been cranking it out. I'm making $100 to $200 a day here, kind of depending on what's going on, how big the percentages are, but they're all realistic. 0.89, 0.81, 0.89, 0.28, little tiny one that day, 0.7, 0.16, 0.89, 0.39. This is what real trading looks like. There's not huge giant profits every single day. It's spread out. But look at this, it just cranks out. There's 274, 308, 372, 469. Been withdrawing in Bitcoin lately since that one payment got delayed, but it did come through. It just took longer than it was supposed to. So anyway, things have certainly been cranking out here. I love this platform, and long live Qubitlife and long live their innovation. I'm very excited to see what the future brings for these guys, especially with the signals and all that good stuff. So hot promo, that's where you get the free trading signals. Now you could do different things like upgrade your licenses so that they don't fall off, or you can purchase new licenses. It's totally up to you, but lots of good stuff going on. I'll probably withdraw this $4.25, and I'll do that off camera so I'm not wasting your time. All right, let's move on from there. And speaking of ImpulsX, might as well drop by there real quick. These guys, like I said, you can have bots on your account. They are integrated with the EurekaX Exchange, which I'm a very big fan of. And EurekaX Exchange is looking to get a big makeover very, very soon. If you are willing to KYC with the EurekaX Exchange, I'll throw you free tokens, like 10,000 IPX tokens, simply for KYCing with the EurekaX Exchange. You have to KYC in order to get involved in any of their initial exchange offerings. Now this KYC is very unintrusive. It's very quick. It's ID, quick little flash picture, all the annoying stuff, but it's quick and it happens. And just if you're willing to get involved with the EurekaX Exchange and sign up there, I will give you 10,000 IPX tokens, which is the ImpulsX DeFi ecosystem token that is in IEO right now. So you can buy those. They're pretty cheap, and there's also an airdrop going on if you're willing to do some of those different little tasks like tweet this, Facebook that. They will throw you some free tokens. I think in the long run, in the next 6 months, that is going to be well worth it as they build out their entire DeFi ecosystem. They have a lot going on. There's a lot of projects being launched on ERK, not to mention all the businesses they already own. Pretty impressive, and apparently they're vetting out their projects pretty well. we'll see how all that goes. Either way, I'm pretty bullish on the entire ecosystem for the long run, and I think it's a heck of a project, and I'll be keeping, there's your gems for that one, but a little bit of a longer play as opposed to like, moonshots. Anyway, I've been making about 50, 60, 70 bucks a week here, which I like. This is a compounding machine, right? You could compound every single week at $10 increments. Like we compound right here. You come over to purchase package. I got enough to buy one pack. Paydays are on Monday. That's your epoch. They don't call it that, but let's grab one of those. You go from, and if you want to pay here, you can pay BTC, ETH, USD, LTC, and TRX. I'm just going to grab one out of my wallet, submit. Just simply takes that $10 from this, moves it up to here, and there you go. You are now compounded, and that one will be working by tomorrow. So there's all that. You make about 10% a month, but it's a heck of a lot more of that because you get paid weekly and you compound weekly. So it would be 10% flat if you weren't compounding at all. Clearly, you could do a lot better than that. But, long-term stable platform. This is one of my favorites. However, there is no guarantees in crypto, obviously. All things in life are risky, and crypto is even riskier. But, as far as having a big ecosystem, real products, real stuff going on, that's what I look for. That's what I like. ImpulsX has a check in every single box. All right, moving on from there. Let's go grab us some more cash. Next up, we're over here at Daisy. Lots of good stuff going on here. It's all working. You'll be able to withdraw your regular payouts here in the next day or two, and the relaunch has gone pretty smoothly. They had, a couple hiccups where people couldn't buy all the packages they wanted because, just too much traffic. So they reset the clock, and now you all got your 30 days again, starting from like yesterday. So if you are looking to do like Paysetter bonus or any of that, I got about $6,000 in here. Pretty happy with everything that's going on. I 385 in profit right now. Compound P&L is at 12.25%. So because I put 6,000 in, or whatever it is, 6,300 or something, I end up with 3,150, right? Because they take half of your contribution and put it in the trading fund. The other half goes over into the crowd fund. That's going to crowdfund the advancements in AI, the referral plan, all that good stuff, all those, feed the whale type of shenanigans. So with this here, you get half your funds and they get poured into your bot here, right? Or into the platform, and they are trading with them with their, the EndoTech algorithms and all that. If you haven't wrapped your head around Daisy and what an amazing opportunity this is and the players involved, check out my other videos. EndoTech is not like anything else. This is, big boy pants, grown up adult stuff. So not a bunch of these like scam rug pull type situations. However, everything, this is high risk, high reward, as Anna Becker, CEO, always says. And, when you have someone like Anna Becker running the show, as opposed to like someone who can't tie their shoes, it breathes huge amounts of confidence, right? I mean, this lady is bona fide genius. And one of her kids has that like genius gene in them, right? And she was talking about her kids not long ago where like her two oldest kids don't have the math gene, but her like youngest 5-year-old, she can spit out like 20 different numbers, big long ones, times this, divided by that, and like he spits out the answer like that quick, no thinking. He has that genius gene that Anna has. And Anna, if you've tried to read any of her books, they're for other math nerds, and she is a super math nerd, and I don't mean that in a bad way. That's a total compliment. Don't take that wrong, Anna. Anyway, Daisy's been going good. Launch is in full effect. Everything is working. Payouts should begin in the next day or two, and you can withdraw this straight to your Tron wallet. However, if you do have any type of referral commissions or all that, those pay out instantly. Everything is in USDT now, so you need Tether version of USDT. You need a little bit of Tron in your wallet. Load up your energy, load up your bandwidth, and you'll have a good time over here buying in and out of the thing, because even though it is on a Tron blockchain, there's 11 contracts that function at once. So there's a lot of energy that gets used, in interacting with these smart contracts or with the platform. But anyway, super stoked about Daisy, and we're gonna move on from that one. Oh, I do have a team rotator, and I'm like, so if you're on my team, send me your referral link and I will get you involved. And the way that I'll do that is like I'm putting up, I have hashing ad space, traffic crowd, crypto surf, AdV, revs uptime, all of the big crypto based advertising rev share type platforms. I've purchased a bunch of advertising on those, as well as on some different sites where people go for to find out about DeFi stuff or find out about profit platforms. Anyway, I purchased a bunch of advertising, and I got a rotator, and when I put your link in there, it just will cycle through everyone's link, and I'm going to build my team through you guys. I'm foregoing like pace setter bonus, all that crap. I'm not worried about building that stuff. I'm going to build my team through you guys and decentralize the decentralized nature of this. But if that sounds good to you and you're in Daisy, like I said, send me your link and I'll get you involved in the rotator. Also, if you are on my team, I've made badass professional banners. I've got a whole marketing system. If you want to duplicate it, it costs like, $20 a month or something. It comes with free traffic, hashing ad space, because it's built on Funnel Bundle. Okay, moving on from there. Daisy should probably get its own video, but all right. All right, next up, we're over at my very favorite passive income opportunity, and that is HyperFund. As you probably know, ran by billionaires and backed by more than any other platform I've ever seen. I've never actually seen a place where two billionaires who are put their name out on the line. They, own things like the Exchange, HyperPay app. They have their own HyperPay card with like $50,000 limits. It's the highest limit per card. They have their own wallet, which is like institutional grade. You can run over it with a truck or something and all your crypto's safe. And it's pretty dang interesting. They have a lot of different other products and things coming down the pike. I mean to do a lot more HyperFund videos than I have as of late. Just been way busy digging into bots and DeFi and crypto projects and all that good stuff, trying to find the right coins, keeping everyone in, keeping up with the signals. In my Bitsgap group has certainly consumed some time, but I do have some more HyperFund material coming along. MOF right now at 44 cents. That's what we're currently withdrawing in. So we're farming MOF here at 0.5% a day. You can hold on to that MOF. You can do whatever you want with it. You can, what I like to do is take it over to the exchange and put it up for sale about 5 to 10% up, and then just wait for it to fill, right? And I got that actually going on right here. I can take you over to the Exchange right now, which is, the exchange that they're super affiliated with. I have my sale price right here at 47.8 cents. So almost got it. Look at that, 47.5. Mine's at 47.8. So that's funny. Almost touched my order. But right now we're at 44 cents, 44.8 cents. So I need to move up 3 cents in order to realize my sell here. But that is putting it up at a 5 to 10% increase from what I farmed it at. So farm it out, put it up here, and I just wait for it to fill. And so I earn an extra 5 to 10% on every single thing that I earn. Now, if you want to earn a little bit more, as soon as that pops out of there, as soon as the MOF pops, as soon as this sells, right, then I'll have USDT. I could take that USDT, go and let's say I want Ethereum, buy Bitcoin. So now that I bought Bitcoin, I take it to the Bitcoin Ethereum chart. I put it 5 to 10% higher than the price and wait for that to fill. So with that little bit of patience, and the movement in the markets, you just grab and hold of little bits of profit. And that's a good thing to do, is just stack your little bits of profit on little bits of profit. Patience pays, patience is money. And so, you take a win here, take a little win here. I take the 5% win coming out, and then I switch that over to another crypto, put it 5% up, that type of thing. So HyperFund has been, I'll show you another way to make money with your MOF in 1 second here. So HyperFund's been paying out pretty great. See how I'm making this 44 bucks a day? HU is a denomination of dollar. When this thing says, this right here, this dollar amount, 23,000, that's your total rewards, right? So I actually have 1/3 of that in there. So when this says 30,000, you have $10,000 running, right? You got 1/3. And at that point, you will make $50 a day, which means you can reinvest every single day. Once you hit that point, I recommend you grab your referral link and sign up under yourself, and then start compounding your profits from this account to the account below you, and that will speed up the way how quickly your payments do. And as soon as this thing says 30,000, that's what I'll do. I'll start another account underneath this one and compound my profits into that other account. Now, you do need to make sure that this never runs to zero. If this runs to zero, then your whole system's wacky-dacky and it's not going to work. But there's nothing wrong. They're just fine with you having accounts underneath yourself. But unless you got at least $5,000 running here, 10,000's better. It's not really worth it, because you're better off just compounding into the same account over and over till this reaches $50 a day. Once you're at $50 a day, start compounding into the account below you. And it's really easy to do. You just merge your accounts, right? And if you ever have problems withdrawing or something, you can always just create another account, merge over to that account. And I've only ever had one person have problems withdrawing, but that's the solution. So anyway, click on, if we wanted to rebuy with this $44, see, I don't have enough, I click this and go rebuy. But we're going to go and merge my other account. My other account has some rewards in it, and I actually have $161 worth of rewards because I haven't been here in a couple days. So we're going to merge this over from my other accounts. I have $164 there, and it's very easy after you've combined your accounts, and I do have a nice chunk in this account as well. So I merged that. Operation successful. So all of that has been merged into my account, right? So that gives me a total of $326 that I can mess with, and I'm going to go ahead and reinvest that today, right here, right now. Another thing you could do is you can transfer into MOF at the current price, and you can wait for the price to pump, leaving your money here and sending it out that way. And I've done that many times. One of my buddies is very good at it. He's much better at it than I am. He just recently pulled out a whole bunch of like 30 and 40 cents and then sold it at 50 cents right at the top. And like mine didn't show up till the next day, and by then it was at 40 something cents, and I was stuck waiting for like a week, but whatever. Patience is just fine. So let's get over here and grab some rewards. And we have this third one down. So your packages here, you can either do a $300 package, you could do a $500 package, or a $1,000 package. And if you do the 1,000, you get 3,000 in rewards. You do the 500, you get 1,500. If you do $300, you get $900. Obviously triple. I get triple rewards for this one too. And look, I can buy 7 packs almost. I can only buy 6. So let's go ahead and purchase that really quick. Confirm my purchase of $300. Have to blur this part out. Successfully purchased. View your membership here. Bam, that will give me $900 in eventual rewards. As you know, I just spent $300 on it. And look at all these plans I got running. It's a beautiful thing. I got my account hyper loaded, and I'm loving it. I'm pulling out, right now I'm just reinvesting, but I can easily pull, $100 a day out of my combined accounts. And so liking all that. Okay, so if you want to take your MOF and make a heck of a lot more money, let me show you how to do that. Okay, right here we're on Bitsgap, my favorite bot trading platform, and I pretty much tried them all, but Bitsgap is my current favorite. Been doing quite well here. If you look at my daily percentages here, 6.6% a day for the past 16 days on UBX ETH, 1.6% a day for 12 days on BTT BTC. High power blockchain versus ETH pair. For the past 10 days straight, I have made average of 1.9% on HTR, 1.22% for the past 9 days. For the past 9 days on XYO, I've gotten almost 8% a day, 7.86%. On VRA, I've made 3.61. On Velo, I'm making 1.15 a day. Now look at this, CTI. This is the weakest project in my entire lineup, but what I like here is the whipsaw action of the price. of the price movement, because this up and down movement, this up and down, this bot just eats it up, right? Grid bots are here to collect pips for you, something that transacts that quickly. And you can tell by your transactions, you know, these transactions here, if you got a high transaction rate like we do on the CTI, it just means the price is going crazy, up, down, up, down, up, down. And, you know, you can look at it as like a soccer ball field full of people, right? If there's a whole bunch of liquidity and a whole bunch of volume on any pair, it's like a soccer ball field where there's a whole bunch of players, right? And if you have 100 players on the field, well, the ball can't really travel very far before someone blocks it and starts kicking it the other direction. But if you have 5 players on the field, then you kick the ball all the way down the field. Someone gets it, kicks it all the way back. You know, another person kicks it, it's halfway, because there's not all that people, all that volume and liquidity to play with. So since you don't have less players playing with, the volatility is extreme, right? So, but these are my newest positions. And when you see this number here, this number in the red, just means the price of the total of the coin has gone down, which is just fine. I actually set up this Orion bot with a whole bunch of green grids down below in order to buy the dip for me. And so it showing this means it's doing exactly what I want. It's buying the dip. In profits, I made 1% today. I did this bot exactly 1 day ago, and it's made me 1% in that day in crypto, but the price of the crypto has gone down. So this is more like your weight indicator, right? You want to wait to sell or wait to move when this is in green, but the whole time you're gathering crypto in your base currency, and your base pair is the pair that's on the left here, AXPR, BTT. So even though this is trading against ETH, it's gathering more AXPR. Even though this is trading in TRX, it's gathering more BitTorrent. And BitTorrent is going to blow up, by the way. And this BitTorrent one, this is like my 3rd running of this bot. So really, I'm way in profit because I bought both these coins when they were way cheaper, but I reset up the bot and it makes it look like it's down, but this is really a useless number at that point. But on these other 2 that I just set up and put in new positions, it wasn't crypto I held, that is exactly where I'm at. 5% down on what I've purchased. But like I said, I really wanted to buy the dip here. As far as, Orion will go down, I'm a buyer. I'm a buyer. If it goes down farther, I'm a buyer. I'm a buyer. Anything under $20 on Orion, I'm a buyer. So 1% a day in crypto, but 5% down on my position, which means it's buying the dip for me. That's what I want. This is future realized gains, whether you know it or not. And we can look at that really quick. So we click on BitTorrent TRX, and you can see where I started this bot was right up here at the top. Even though I already had the crypto, I bought it way down here somewhere, way cheaper than what it shows here. But I restarted the bot way at the top, so it looks like I've lost a lot. That's on the BitTorrent. But it went in here and it just keeps buying and selling, buys the rip, sells the dip, and it just keeps making trades for me. And I've gotten 3% in less than 1 day more BitTorrent than I had before. So fantastic. Now I was going to show you about HyperFund really quick before we leave here. I got some demo bots set up here because I'm not actually set up on an exchange that Bitsgap uses that trades MOF, or I'd be here trading all of my MOF. Every bit of MOF that I got out, I would send over here. I would put trade and I'd turn the take profit thing on, and I would just take all my profits. And so what you could do here is take your payments, create dedicated income streams. You take your payments from from HyperFund that are in MOF, and you put them on a bot. That bot trades and trades and trades for you, and you pull your profit out of that. You are now capturing every bit of MOF and every bit of profit and just pulling out, You've created a dedicated income stream, like one bucket of water pouring into another until that bucket fills up and overflows. So instead of just taking your bucket of water and pouring it into the dirt, you're taking your bucket of water, pouring it into another bucket of water, collecting that water and letting that overflow and get the ground wet, if that makes sense. That's a basic analogy for what you're doing here. So let's come down and take a look at these MOF bots. I've had these MOF bots running for 15 days, 13 days, and 8 days. Again, these are all demos because I don't actually have an account on OKX or Bittrex. But if you do, If you do have an account on those exchanges, you KYC'd or you're not, a U.S. citizen, this is a hell of an idea for you. Check this out. You take the MOF, you put it in here. Look, for the past 8 days, I made 0.64%. That's more than you're making at HyperFund if you only have one account and less than, $5,000 in it. MOF to BTC pair, I've made 1.63% a day for 8 days in a row. That's triple what you're making at HyperFund. MOF USDT pair, I have made 1.95% per day for 13 days straight. That's a long time in a row to make those type of gains. And I've made 25% in bot profit, but because I started this bot when it was up at like 50 cents, it only shows a 13.92%. But even with all the trading, even though I started this way up high, like 50 cents, we'll click on it. I'm still in super profit, right? 25% made by the bot, which still puts me 13% up from where I was. And see, look, I started this bot way up here. And even though MOF has lost significant amount of value in that time, we can figure out the exact percentage of what it's lost. About 30% loss from where I put in. We're at a 14% loss from the top, or even close to the top is over 30. So even with that, I'm still way in profit, right? 6.3. If I sold it all right now, I'd still be up 6.13% because this bot, see, I started lower. That's why that number's higher than that number. 13%. You see what I'm saying? Like, there is a lot of money to be made here. And if you are taking your MOF and every week or however often you withdraw and just loading into the bot and then taking your profit in USDT, BTC, it's a freaking good way to go, guys. And yeah, bot's been killing it. Our group, it's very small, the group that we have right now, the trading group for Bitsgap, but we have some amazing strategies. We have some really smart people in there who are doing really creative stuff and maximizing these gains. In another video, I'll show you the returns that they're making, but a lot of 5-10% a day, a lot of 2%, and anytime it's under 1% a day, like this 0.64, there's people in the group now are just like, I don't want less than 1% a day. I love to see that. I'm actually going to be starting a second Bitsgap account and doing hodl bots with all the crypto that I hold for long term, where you make a lot less. You make about 0.3% a day instead of this 2%, 17% a day on BRG, TRX. Out of range right now because TRX has gone way up. But as you can see, and that pairs on Poloniex only, so you have to set up an account on Poloniex, link in the description. Anyway, I think you see what's going on. There's all my passive income stuff for today. HyperFund is just killing it. Other things we didn't talk about, Crystal Clear Funds Club still paying out on the regular. One of my favorites, Money Making Ads, is paying great money. AdV still paying out on the regular. Everything's going really well, and everything we showed you today is rocking. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. Crypto Music going to catch you guys on the flip. Hope you're having a heck of a great day. Hope you got mad profits falling in your lap. I love you guys. Keep your heads up. Stay tuned. Watch my altcoin picks, man. I'm throwing some good ones at you. Appreciate you. And I'm out.